This is the Atturo Trailblade Boss MT, and it is the most aggressive tire in the entire Atturo lineup. And the thing is, this is a 375/40 R24, and it comes in at less than $1,300. So what people are asking is, for the money, are they any good? So obviously the first thing you need to test is if they can do a burnout. The answer is yes. And they do it pretty well. So what everybody wants to know then is, for $1,300, are these tires any decent? And yes, they're a mud tire, but I know that most of you are gonna drive them on the road anyway, which is why we're taking them in some on-road situations. And the biggest complaint that people have with mud tires is going to be the noise from them. And these Atturos are super aggressive. I think I said super enough times there for you to understand. But essentially, the tread pattern looks like these. It's actually a knife handle and a knife blade. That's kind of a thing that Atturo does. And they're just very aggressive. I've iterated the point enough times that you should get it by now. But with aggressive tires comes very loud tires. It doesn't matter whether you get Atturos or another name brand tire out there, but they tend to be quite loud. But what I found with these Atturos is, when I'm listening to the exhaust on here and the blow-off valve and the turbo spool, I really don't think they're that bad. Driving around town, we're doing 40 miles an hour on like a 4-lane, a little bigger road, like through the middle of town here. And I mean, yes, you hear the tires, but you're going to hear tires regardless. They're not super loud. I'm actually kind of impressed. But yes, you can definitely hear them. I mean, I shut up for a little bit for a second there so you can kind of listen to it, but it's not like I have to raise my voice to make this video. I don't have to raise my voice to talk to the camera guy that's filming it. We can have a regular conversation going through town just fine. And in a truck that you've probably, either you got a straight pipe on your V8 or you've got this big giant straight pipe on your EcoBoost, you probably have some other noises happening anyways, and it's not going to be just the tires you're hearing. Obviously, as we're driving around, the other noises you're hearing include things that are rattling around on the inside, or the wind noise just from driving down the road. So it's not silent in here by any means, but it's not that bad. So sitting here at idle, waiting for some traffic to go by, we're sitting at like around 50 decibels. I've got an app on my phone to measure it. Under full acceleration, obviously this is going to climb to upwards of 80, maxed out at 84 there. And now we get up to 75 miles an hour already, and I'll just shut up so we can listen to this thing. And coasting along, it's right around mid-70s, so it's really not that loud. That's comparable to like a busy street, or I think they said, yeah, at 80, that's like roughly what your alarm clock sounds like in the morning. So not super loud, and this is at highway speed on a pretty poor condition as far as poor condition roadway as far as that goes. So yeah, that's the biggest complaint. Everybody wants to know how loud these things are and how well they handle and how well they drive. And cruising along, the steering wheel vibrates a little bit because it's a mud tire and that's what they do, but it drives straight. Even under braking, there's minimal bump steer. I'm not touching the wheel at all, and we're just coasting straight along the road with no issues here. So it's not like they're pulling you in every direction. It's definitely like still plenty controllable for a vehicle that you drive on the street, even though if you're putting these on something, they offer a less aggressive mud tire too. This is the most aggressive option they have. So typically you're gonna put these on something that actually does see some sort of off-road use. And you can kind of kick the back end out coming out of a roundabout, so I mean, that's always fun. So Atturo's been known for many years as producing some more affordable tires on the market, whether that be any of their hybrids, the mud tires, the all-terrains, and up to the Trailblade Boss. So a lot of people then are asking again a similar question of, are they any decent for the money? And I think the answer for the most part is yes, if I'm just going to put it simply. But for the first couple of years, Atturo had some problems. We're not going to deny that. There were issues with tires being out of round and being difficult to balance and all that kind of stuff. But they really listened to the dealers, they listened to the people, and they got those problems corrected. And now we see hardly any warranty claims for Atturos, and I think it's a great option for people who don't want to spend big dollars on something like Nittos or Toyos. Now, you definitely do still get what you pay for. You need to rotate these, especially the Trailblade Boss. If you're driving around the street a lot, they need regular rotations so you can get as much life out of them as possible. But for the price you pay, they're a pretty decent tire. Like I said, these are 375/40 R24s, so it's an absolutely massive tire, and they're under $1,300 for the set of 4 with free shipping. Now, obviously in smaller sizes, the prices are even less, and on a less aggressive tire, you're going to see that the prices continue to go down. So the chances are that there's an option for you in the Atturo lineup that will work well for your truck. We actually did a video on the entire lineup. If you want to see like the differences between their tires, that's going to be on our YouTube channel, and you can check that out. But like I said, as far as for how much you pay for these tires, I think they're a pretty decent tire. So we're going to head back to the shop, pull this in. I'll give it back to Kirk. Probably have to apologize that I did a burnout and just burned off part of his brand new tire, but that's kind of how it goes when you work your custom offsets. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Peace.